Today we present to you all models of the Mercedes-Benz 280E series. Vintage review, 1977 Mercedes-Benz 280E, Teutonic Triumph. This is it. This is the generation of sedans that firmly cemented Mercedes-Benz's hold on the American luxury market. Fully redesigned and re-engineered, the Volume series applied all the latest technology Mercedes could muster, and wrapped it in styling reminiscent of the larger, pricier S-Class sedans. A range of power plants was offered, including the recently introduced 5-cylinder diesel, but the flagship of the E-Class range was the gas-powered 280E. Car and driver couldn't wait to get behind the wheel of this one. After all, the international-sized luxury market was white-hot in 1977. The Arab oil embargo had shocked even the most affluent customers, and suddenly smaller was in style across all market segments, including luxury cars. The benchmark that many makers used to establish size and styling parameters for smaller, more pragmatic but still pricey cars was the Mercedes-Benz W114 series that had been introduced in 1968. Makers from Cadillac with the Seville to Ford with the Granada sought to emulate the style, if not the substance, of these Mercedes sedans. By 1977, the premium international-sized segment really heating up, with the arrival of the Lincoln Versailles and Chrysler LeBaron, both introduced to challenge the Cadillac Seville, which of course had itself been introduced to challenge the Mercedes. But then Mercedes moved the target, and in a big way, with the introduction of the W123 series. Car and driver was delighted to sample a 6-cylinder 280E in March 1977. For the car enthusiasts, the arrival of the W123 was indeed a big event, as the car represented Mercedes-Benz's continual quest to make the best possible car with the newest available technologies. Efficient packaging and safety engineering were naturally improved. Solidity was enhanced, and a sophisticated new fully independent suspension was deployed, along with better four-wheel disc brakes, all familiar Mercedes attributes enhanced with the W123. Also classically Mercedes-Benz was the well-made, but strictly functional interior. Ergonomics were excellent, materials were top-notch, but there wasn't a loose cushion or ersatz wood panel anywhere in sight, much to the chagrin of many a middle American luxury buyer. At least from an interior styling standpoint, Detroit products could still tailor a traditionally hedonistic American luxury environment to woo traditional buyers repelled by the austere Benz. But Motown's finest didn't stand a chance with buyers seeking the latest in high-tech, efficient powertrains. Perhaps reading articles like this one in my formative years is one reason why I love cars that are meant to be driven. Each of the counterpoints praises Mercedes for building an outstanding machine, not some sort of rolling isolation chamber. Of course, nowadays the pendulum has swung in the polar opposite direction. Driver engagement is out while automation and detachment are in. One carryover, in 1977 Mercedes were critiqued for being cold machines, just as today's pricey, trendy steeds like Tesla are now channeling the icy electronic style of soulless robot dominance. Interestingly, the 280E didn't handily beat the competition against key performance metrics. In fact, braking performance was the worst of the bunch. But unaccounted for on the charts was the totality of the new design that gave the Mercedes an unbeatable combination of overall attributes. And it was priced accordingly. The as-tested 280E listed for $16,290, which was a princely sum back in 1977, especially for a rather Spartan mid-sized sedan. Target buyers, however, didn't care at all and were happy to snap up as many W123s as Mercedes would send stateside. Mercedes-Benz US sales surged 25% compared with 1976, rising to 53,818. Plus, this was for a line of cars that started at $11,573 for the cheapest 240D, which was higher than the base price of all Cadillacs except for the Seville and Fleetwood limousine. Ironically, even as highly desirable customers began to show a marked preference for the sophistication, engagement, quality and snob appeal of the Mercedes, Detroit still couldn't fathom that international luxury was more than a boxy design and upright grille. This W123 was the car that truly caused the tectonic shift in the US luxury market, introducing new standards of excellence and redefining stealth status for affluent Americans. Motown is playing luxury league catch-up to this day. The 1979 Mercedes-Benz 280E 1979. The 1979 Mercedes-Benz 280E is a W123 generation sedan powered by a 2.7-liter inline-six engine producing 136 kilowatts and 240 Nm of torque, which uses a Bosch K-Jetronic mechanical fuel injection system. It is rear-wheel drive, available with a 4-speed manual or a 4-speed automatic transmission, and features independent front suspension and the diagonal swing arm rear suspension. Key features include a vacuum-powered central locking system, power steering, and 4-wheel disc brakes. Engine and performances. Engine, 2.7-liter M110 inline-six. Fuel system, Bosch K-Jetronic mechanical fuel injection. Power, 136 kilowatts at 5,800 revolutions per minute. Torque, 240 Nm at 4,500 revolutions per minute. Transmission, 4-speed manual or 4-speed automatic. Drive, rear-wheel drive. Acceleration, 0 to 100 km per hour in 10.8 seconds. Top speed, 195 km per hour. Chassis and suspension. Front suspension, double wishbone, independent suspension with coil springs and anti-roll bar. Rear suspension, diagonal swing axle with coil springs and anti-roll bar. Brakes, 4-wheel power-assisted disc brakes. Steering, power steering with zero offset steering geometry. The 1980 Mercedes-Benz 280E, 1980. The 1980 Mercedes-Benz 280E is a durable and highly reliable classic car from the W123 series. Considered the flagship sedan of its lineup, the car features a 2.7-liter inline-six engine and was known for its superb build quality. Overview. The 280E is a 4-door sedan version of the W123 platform, produced between 1977 and 1985. In 1980, the car received a boost in power output. It was built for longevity, with some examples still running today, including those used as taxis in North Africa. Key specifications. Specifications for the 1980 Mercedes-Benz 280E sedan include: engine, 2,746cc inline 6-cylinder with Bosch K-Jetronic fuel injection. Power, 136 kilowatts, boosted from 177 horsepower in late 1978. 1981 Mercedes-Benz 280E. The 1981 Mercedes-Benz 280E was a luxurious sedan from the successful W123 platform, known for its reliability and build quality. In Europe it featured a powerful 2.8-liter inline-six engine and a 4-cylinder engine, but in the US with fuel injection, prioritizing both performance and safety with features like a strengthened passenger cage, and optional anti-lock brakes. The W123 was so well built that it earned a reputation as a favorite among taxi drivers for its durability, with many models exceeding 1 million kilometers. The 1981 280E was part of the W123 platform, introduced in 1976, which replaced the W114/W115 models and became one of Mercedes-Benz's most successful vehicles ever produced. Engine. It was the most powerful petrol model available at the time, featuring a 2.8-liter inline-six engine in European versions that produced around 185 horsepower, while US models had a 142 horsepower four-cylinder engine due to different emission standards. Safety and reliability. The W123 platform emphasized safety with a strengthened passenger cage, a safety steering column designed to crumple on impact, and optional anti-lock brakes from 1980. Its robust build quality led to a reputation for long-term reliability, making it popular as a taxi, with some vehicles lasting over 1 million kilometers. Market success. The W123 was so popular that it had a waiting list of over a year upon its release in the late 1970s. Options. In addition to its standard features, a 1981 model could be equipped with options like a driver's side airbag and power windows. The Mercedes-Benz 280E, 1983. The 1983 Mercedes-Benz 280E was a final year model of the W123 series, known for its legendary durability, refined performance from its 2.8 liters fuel-injected inline-six engine, and end-of-production updates like new headrests, electric windows, and the introduction of a rev counter. It represents the peak of the W123's long production run, 1976 to 1985, and is a highly sought-after classic due to its solid build quality and dependability. Key historical facts for the 1983 model year. Part of the W123 series, the 280E was a specific variant of the W123 sedan, produced from 1976 to 1985. Engine and performance. It was powered by the 2.8-liter M110.984 fuel-injected inline-six engine, which produced 185 horsepower in later years. Production numbers. A total of 126,004 W123 280s were produced throughout its run. Key updates for 1983. The 1983 model year included significant updates such as new style headrests, new style electric windows, introduction of a rev counter, a first for the W123 series. General characteristics of the W123 280E. Durability and reliability. The W123 is famous for its exceptional build quality and longevity. Many taxi companies in Germany used it because of its reputation for reaching over 500,000 kilometers with minimal issues. Market status. The 280E is highly regarded by collectors and enthusiasts for its classic design, robust construction, and dependable performance. Mercedes-Benz 280E. 1984. The 1984 Mercedes-Benz 280E is a variant of the W123 model, which was produced from 1976 to 1985 and was part of the company's reputation for durability and build quality. This specific 1984 model was a popular choice due to its fuel-injected 2.8 liters inline-six engine and its luxurious features like wood trim. It was the final model year for the W123 sedan, which was succeeded by the new W124 model. History and significance. The 1984 Mercedes-Benz 280E was the last model year for the W123 sedan, which ended production in 1985. It was succeeded by the W124E class. Engine. The 280E was powered by a 2.8 liters inline-6 engine with a fuel-injected M110.984 engine, which was a top-of-the-line option for the W123 sedan. Features: the 1985 Mercedes-Benz 280E 1985. Final. The 1985 Mercedes-Benz 280E was the final model year for the highly successful and durable W123 series, representing the top-of-the-line sedan known for its longevity. It featured a 2.8 liters straight-six engine with mechanical cage-electronic fuel injection, which provided more horsepower in European specifications compared to the US versions due to stricter emissions standards. Key aspects of its history include its reputation for exceptional build quality, availability in sedan, coupe, and estate body styles, and its enduring legacy as a classic Mercedes-Benz model. Key historical facts. Part of the W123 series, the 280E was part of the W123 range, produced from 1976 to 1985. The 1985 model was the last year for the saloon, sedan, body style, while production for coupes and estates continued until early 1986. Top-tier engine, the 280E was the top-of-the-line model, equipped with the 2.8-liter M110 straight-six engine. Fuel injection, it featured the M110's mechanical cage-electronic fuel injection system, which provided more power in European specifications compared to US models that were limited by emissions equipment. Reputation for durability, the W123 series, including the 280E, is renowned for its extreme durability and build quality, earning it a reputation as a long-lasting and reliable vehicle. It was a popular choice for taxi fleets due to its toughness. Enduring legacy, even though its successor, the W124, was introduced in 1985, the W123 280E remains a highly sought-after classic today because of its legendary engineering and quality. Model variations. Sedan, the four-door saloon was the most common body style. Coupe, a two-door coupe version was also available. Estate, a five-door estate version was released in 1978. Technical highlights of the 1985 model. Engine, 2.8 liters inline-six with mechanical fuel injection. Horsepower, approximately 182 horsepower for European models. Transmission, often equipped with a 4-speed automatic or a 4 or 5-speed manual transmission. Standard features, power steering and ABS became standard in the later years of W123 production.